violence and so forth. And I am just asking the most simple thing. Please, the transport sector, the way you understood President Uhuru Kenyatta and never went on strike just less than 5 years ago, that is the same way you should understand President William Ruto because he's in office. Number two is that how can we ensure that in future protests do not lead to loss of life? It's just by ensuring that protests are protests. They are not criminal activities, acts of crime, looting, robbing people of their property, burning of property. As long as we stop, and I see you in the media, reporting that protesters, I saw one today, protesters in Naivasha burned 2 vehicles. Those are not protesters. Protests is constitutional. Protest is presupposed to be peaceful. Burning of 2 vehicles, the media should be able to profile the way it should be, to say criminals burn 2 vehicles in the name of protest. I wonder why media in our country does not really always give a proviso to to such situations by saying there were protests, but today it was not protests, it was criminal activities that burned vehicles. Why are facts distorted? Why are facts distorted? And sometimes protesters were killed. Probably criminals who were looting were killed. They were not protesters. So let us characterize any peaceful protest will be protected in this country. And I don't think any one life will be lost in a situation where the protest is peaceful. So let it be protests, not criminal activities, and life will not be lost. The last thing I'll say is that who are these politicians we are talking about? The investigations are not going, but the incitements, the people who have been inciting, particularly that the former deputy president is on record inciting people who have a different opinion and telling people in his backyard that anybody who is having an alternative political opinion supporting President Ruto is a traitor, and the traitors must be punished. So the understanding of his supporters perhaps is that you must attack physically traitors, and he will be held personally responsible. And all other politicians who are engaging in these acts of violence will personally be held responsible. I see sometimes some of these politicians speaking about ICC, take this one, ICC, and so forth. I don't know if they know that they are making their bed now and they will lie in it. So it is important for every one of us to become aware of their own acts. And we will take the necessary legal steps to bring all of them to face the law. I know even the banning of the UDF officers in Wote, in Makweni, was organized by politicians, and the investigations are not going. So just give the DCI a few more hours, and those who are personally responsible will be held to account. I think I have answered all the questions. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody somewhere there. Yes, last one. Sorry, because you guys also indulged us by waiting for over an hour. I am indulging you by taking more questions.
There's a dictatorship of the Kenyans. They're crying, why landlord countries, their prices are going down? Yet they're getting their fuel from the same port, which is the Mombasa port, including the Ethiopia, which is very, very low than Kenyans.
I don't want to mention countries, but the last example you gave, just go and Google now if they have any fuel. Okay? Even some of our neighboring countries already, they are rationing their fuel by telling the motorists they will take only a certain amount per week. So Kenya is different. We are a different economy. We have different challenges, and we have different approaches to issues. But I don't think in the next few days you will be willing to ask the same question in terms of comparison of price, because the information we have is that as days go by, everybody is feeling the impact, even by our neighbors. So that difference you're speaking about is not significant enough for you to measure the difference. Let's give it another 2 weeks and let's have that discussion again. But the most competent institution to respond to your question, of course, is the Ministry of Energy, and you know, because of the meeting they have at the moment, and the Treasury and so forth, they will answer that question accordingly. The question you should also be asking is that how come in many countries where they have higher fuel prices, why are they not protesting by stopping public transport? Logically, the fact that the fuel is there should have guaranteed public transport, maybe at some slight higher cost. Then when government comes in, they would ask themselves, do we cushion the fuel prices or cushion the service provider by giving certain subsidy? But to say the fuel is there and you are not going to be able to continue public transport, I think it's unfortunate. And I'll tell you, just ask yourself a fundamental question. There's a reason why 5 years ago, under the leadership of President Uhuru Kenyatta, the public transport owners do not go on strike. And they decided in this particular time, at this particular time, in the administration of President William Ruto, they went on strike. That is a question that should prick your conscience and the conscience of any person who is willing to think through this issue. Asanteni sana. May God bless you. Thank you very much.